Crimebot, a model technology solution. I think some of the answers as to where we can go will be put on the table. So without any further ado, may I ask the gentleman to carry on.
Thank you very much, and good morning again to all the participants. A pleasure to be here and to share Crimebot with you. Again, my name is Aldrean Smith, and to my right is Dave Oakley. He'll actually start off our presentation and take a little walkthrough in terms of what Crimebot looks like and so on, and then I'll actually follow through right after. So, Dave.
Hi, good morning everyone. Hopefully my voice is clear and everybody can hear me. I'm a bit of a nervous speaker, so please see with me. Okay. So Crimebot, basically an overview is that in the Caribbean, I'm sure we all can relate to some level, there's a big issue with crime. And the main reason why crime, we feel, is rampant is that persons are not reporting what has happened to them or what they have seen happen to other persons. So we thought, what if we came up with a solution that would enable persons to do this without the usual fears attached? During our research, fears were like persons were afraid of repercussions. If I report a crime, somebody might see me, and then that person who committed the crime might want to do me something, or maybe the matter was too trivial. Maybe it's just a one item off the line. It's not that important. But these have trickle-down effect, and we thought of a solution that would solve this. So, Crimebot. Next slide.
Sorry to interrupt. We're translating in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So, nervous or not?
No. Okay. So what if crimes were reported? The state could offer proper protection to persons in the area, proper redress to persons who have been wronged, and arrest and removal of criminals from the system, and prevention so that what has happened doesn't repeat itself. So the trickle-down effect is more reports, leads to more prosecutions, less criminals walking the streets, which would impact social and business opportunities. Next slide. Our solution. Crimebot collects reports from the ground, and with these reports we are able to map crime hotspots, and then we deliver these anonymous reports to various authorities for proper redress. Next slide. What's so special? We're the first in the Caribbean region, and we're also completely crowdsourced. All the data that flows inside the Crimebot network is taken off the ground from persons who are actually on the ground. So normal citizens seeing everyday criminal activities want to do something about it and reporting it anonymously. Next slide. What can you do with crimes? You're able to view crime hotspots. You're able to get crime alerts whenever a crime takes place near your current location. You're also able to view missing and wanted persons, and you can view active crime routes. For instance, if a crime has taken place, you're able to map your current location in perspective to where that crime has taken place in order to avoid taking the same route. And the most important thing is that you're able to report crime anonymously. So if you see a crime, you just want to do your just part by reporting it, you're able to send us that data, which we will send to the relevant authorities for proper redress. And a big part of what we do is missing persons. There's a lot of missing persons, and we have an issue where it's not as publicized as we'd want it. So with Crimebot, you're also able to share missing persons on social networks. Next slide. There's a crime hotspots. You're able to map your route in conjunction to where a crime has taken place. And we also have a map view of crime hotspots in any country. That's specific to Jamaica. So you're basically able to pull up a map and view with markers on the map where has the most crimes and where is safe to go, basically. And we also do wanted persons push that you can see in the larger screen. Next slide. So I will continue.
Okay, right. So we took a look at Crimebot, right? I mean, you know, Crimebot right now, again, let me just mention that to view it, you can go to crimebot.net. You know, it's known in Jamaica and across the region it will be available as well. If you go to crimebot.net, you will see that you can actually, you know, check out when it will be available across the Caribbean. Now, we mentioned the broader scope of security in terms of, you know, Crimebot allowing persons to submit reports and to view what's happening on the ground in a very public way. So if it is that we can apply this type of security strategy to the more public sense, it means that it can be applied from a wide level perspective to campus security. And that's what we're gonna take a closer look at next. Next slide. So what we're doing essentially, and a few of the presenters before us mentioned some key things, and it's not really very, you probably can't make it out very clearly, but it gives you kind of some statistics on the major issues on campuses normally, and perhaps the number one issue is campus safety. The universities have a number of issues, but campus safety is among the top priority in terms of issues, and this is something that, you know, security applies to staff, even though the priority happens to the students, but it affects everyone. So this is one of the reasons why, you know, it's extremely important to focus on that type of security. Next slide. Okay, so just to be a little bit more clear in terms of what exactly it is that we have the potential to do in terms of technology from a campus security perspective. There are three main solutions that we bring to the table: inform, report, and assist. Very basic but very effective. Inform allows students via the means of an app, because this is done on the basis just like Crimebot. It's an app, and the app itself would be provided to students. The students would then have the capability to view information very quickly. Students are familiar with app technology, and that allows them to be reachable in a much more familiar fashion. So again, we have inform, which gives the student information, campus emergency contacts, announcements, through something called push notification, which allows the campus to immediately, within seconds, disseminate information to all students and staff on campus about specific things happening, something that would not have been possible before. And the next thing is reporting. And that allows the campus to do customized report types. For example, a student has a car battery issue, unable to start, or a student has a stolen laptop. These issues are common issues, and students would now have the ability to submit the reports on this issue and have it being mapped back to campus security immediately. So without campus security even being told where they are on the campus, it automatically tells campus police or campus security where the student is, which allows rapid response in a very easy fashion. And the next and final thing is assist. So the app then allows a personal emergency button, which once it is pressed, it communicates directly to campus security, and again, they are able to respond in whatever fashion they see fit, in a timely manner, without having to know the exact location of the student, because that's automatically transmitted once that panic button is selected. Next slide. Seeing that we are actually projecting from the university campus. As an example, we'll use the University of Technology as kind of like just to give you an idea of what this would look like. Now, to our left, you will see here that it allows as a first screen to show the basic information, emergency contacts, and so on. As soon as you open the app, it gives that information to the student immediately, allowing them to, at a click of a button, add the emergency contacts to their contact list, and automatically have this information easily accessible to the device. To our right, you will see that there's a power button, which Once it is pressed, not clicked, then it will immediately send a panic alert to campus security. Campus security will then see this alert, know exactly where the student is, and be able to react immediately. Now, if you notice, there's a red line going around the button, which is a panic button in the center, and there's a reason it's designed like this. It's because we don't want a situation where the student mistakenly sends a panic. So therefore, once you press it, it will go around in a circle, confirming that you actually want to send a panic, which avoids wasting campus security's time, something that's also a major issue.
Thank you, sir.
Brilliant.
Right. Then finally, to our right here, it just gives you an example of some of the typical reporting issues. We have, vehicle lockout. We have, stolen laptop, and those are configurable based on the university's or the campus security's needs. Okay, next slide. This is actually a closer look at the information on the app. Again, it would have the branding of the university, whether it may be the University of Technology or the University of the West Indies. That brand would be at the top there, and of course the information will be right below. Very easy for the student to understand and very clear, which is what's extremely important. Next slide. Okay, also a closer shot at the different report types. Once they click, they'll be able to enter information depending on what is happening exactly. They've been locked out of their dorm room. There's a noise complaint, and a colleague earlier mentioned the escort service that can also be requested via the app in terms of your location. Next slide. So what is the value? Something that's extremely important here. It's an app. It looks fancy, but what is the real value of the app? Push notification. These are some of the features. Push notification allows the information to be disseminated to the student immediately. An issue that was mentioned by the previous presenters that's now solved by putting in the hands of students and staff an app and being able to reach them immediately. Mapping, the university, as mentioned by the previous presenter, allows us to, as a perimeter of the campus, of any campus, understand what is the map of the campus, so we know exactly where the student is and where the staff member may be based on any type of issue. And for the technical aspect, have a management console which is provided to campus security or campus, the campus safe responsibles, to have some type of console or control panel that they can see what's happening by case, and it's logged automatically and saved to some type of permanent storage. Now, this design experience is coming from a background from, as mentioned, World Bank accredited designers, which is Think Bright Solutions, which is the team that we're a part of. And of course, our partnership with Microsoft, which at the moment allows us to host very fast servers, which can actually provide the services needed to the universities. Next slide. Okay, so from a campus security perspective, the issue is, if it is that we are providing this type of solution to the universities, there are some cost factors. These cost factors are real issues. For example, if there is a comparison in terms of the cost, the university usually uses some very traditional ways of communicating with students immediately. Paging systems, for example, panic systems. And these systems are familiar with the university. The cost per year can range up to about 36 to 44,000 US dollars over a 3-year period. So this is a significant cost if it is that you want to secure students, and that's from a very basic level. Next slide. So the idea here is that we are designing app technology which functions and is scalable depending on large universities like the University of Technology and University of the West Indies, and of course accessible to other universities across the region. the reality is that the cost under normal circumstances for providing high quality app technology is usually excessive, as shown in the slides above. Next slide. And so basically what we've done is to reduce this cost significantly by 65% for campuses, which include the replacement of any type of system or even addition over a three-year period, allowing a significant reduction in cost over a 3-year period. And this is important because even though campuses want to secure their assets, students and staff mainly, the reality is that cost is an issue. It's a very real issue. And so as a result, what we've done is to use a framework which allows us to provide the same level of high quality service, but at a much reduced cost, allowing the campuses to participate in this thing. So next slide. So in essence, what we're doing is using the Crimebot framework, which is already there. It's already designed. It has these great features. It's certified by world-class professionals, World Bank and Microsoft and Google, who know our technology and know that it works. And so what we've done is move that over to being able to offer this type of setup for campus security, allowing us to solve some of the critical issues faced by campus security. On screen now, you may be looking at the administrative side of the for campus security, which allows campus police to view immediately what's happening on the ground. As reports come in, they see it and they're able to react immediately. Next slide. Okay, so that brings us, well, I mean, we'd have questions afterwards, but just to close, we just say that really what's happening is that security is a real issue. And the easiest way to solve this issue is, of course, with integration of technology. And this is what is happening. We're using top-class, international-grade technology to solve some of the security issues that we're having on campus. And that's what Crimebot, as well as the white label campus security tool, will do. So that's it from us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.